We're on. Good morning, Peacock.
Good morning. Good morning.
We're coming to you live from Thailand, from actually Bangkok. And if you could see our view from our hotel, it's such an amazing and beautiful day because you know why, Anna?
Why is that?
Because it's not raining.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about so we love Bangkok. Let's not get that wrong. But you have to plan yourself and make sure that you get everything in as quickly as possible because by midday, it's pouring.
It's like the rain gods have to show up at 2 p.m.
The rain gods have shown up daily.
But, anyways, as we have let everybody know on Instagram, we came to Thailand, to Bangkok for a research trip before we head out to Vietnam for our upcoming trip with our travel besties. And it has been really a super duper experience here. The people are nice.
Oh, everybody's been so welcoming. I mean, I think this is our second trip. Was it the second trip
To Asia.
to Asia, right?
Yes, we were in Bali.
Trip. I mean, listen, the people have been so welcoming, so warm. This is the one for me, and I'm just saying for me, has been the most challenging because normally we pick up words or clauses, statements that we can say good morning, thank you. I can't even do that here.
No, we're not.
There's no way.
We're
So
not
that
negative.
that word negative there. The closest I think we can do is by
Closing our hands.
closing prayer hands.
That's
Just to say thank you. That's as far as we can go.
I know we have completely failed in the language department.
We have been humbled in that department. Absolutely.
I want you to know that in Vietnam, the only thing I know how to say is water. No, that's it. That's all. And it's nook. That's it.
Nook. That's it. Nick or no?
No,
Nook.
that's it.
Wow.
So it's going to be rough. But Bangkok, we didn't get a chance to go to any other city because, again, the rain gods were not on our side. But we did do a couple of things. We did a tuk-tuk tour
Oh
with
my God.
Anna.
That was a lot of fun when we met Anna. She gave us a very good. It was good because you get you get to ride around the city and you get to multiple places to be able to see it, and then you have a little bit of the history that's being explained.
And if you don't know what a tuk-tuk is like a motorcycle with a little bed in the back with little seats that can maneuver through. The other thing that we noticed is the traffic.
Traffic is harsh here.
So listen, so the weather, super duper hot and humid, like your pores are going to thank you. Your skin, I mean, my skin looks fantastic. I know it's like glowing over there. But if you want to get somewhere quick, you need to either take a motorcycle, like a Uber motorcycle. It's called Grab here.
We
Or
don't
Bolt.
we don't recommend that.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, we haven't done it, but if you want to get somewhere quick, that's the way to do
It's
it.
the only way. But you just know that you're not going to be following, the streets. You're going to be zigzagging in and out.
If you want to get somewhere quick, it's okay if you're hot, then you take the tuk-tuk. But if you want to get somewhere and there's no way in heck that you want to be hot, then you're going to have to leave your place like an hour and 15 minutes before, but know that you'll be sitting in an air-conditioned car. Is that pretty good?
That's a good description of being able to choose. I mean, and you have time because if you're going to, you don't want to get hot and you want to be AC, but you also have to understand there's a give or take. And the take is that you're going to sit it's going to take you longer to get to your destination.
Exactly. So we've tried both. And then they have a very dependable metro system here that people just completely love and use. And it's very clean. The malls are,
Oh my goodness.
right?
The malls are what?
Stupendous.
Stupendous?
Is this not a word?
Is that a word?
I didn't make it up.
Stupendo?
I didn't say it in Spanish, though.
Stupendous. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I've never heard stupendous.
I'm only working on 35% right now, Anna, but
Right,
stupendous is not a word.
I don't know. Our vocabulary has
Can you look
shifted.
it up? Because now I'm feeling like I'm making shit up.
No, you know what? But that's not a bad idea. But I understood it. The mall experience is not anything like the United States. First off, so they go by. It's almost like they go levels by category.
That's
So-
luxury.
Luxury category. So you've got all your very high end, your Cartier, your Gucci, your Louis on one level, right? And then there's another level though with the cars, all the
Oh, that's true.
high end cars. Where like, what are cars?
It's like a dealership.
It's like a dealership inside the mall. But the mall, anywhere you go, doesn't matter. Even your regular stores, spotless.
And then you've got your food court.
Oh, then you have a whole food court. That's like a whole other. It's not like our food court. No. This is like a whole mall of food, and not just a court. If
No.
that makes sense.
No, the whole floor is
The
the
whole
food.
floor is food.
Yeah, it's not just like a little corner. And then your Zara's and your other stuff is on another level. And then you've got movie theater. So it's really like very divided. Like I feel like the Louis people don't want to hang around with the Zara people,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Like I felt that, but that's okay. We didn't care. We went to everything. And so that was really an experience. And we went to 3 different malls because you know why? Because they're all right next to each other.
Okay, but let's talk about how you get to the mall. They have dedicated, they're not hallways, but what would you call them? Pathways that
Pathways.
lead to the malls very conveniently.
Yeah, it's like they want you to spend your money. But
Yeah,
because it's like a Las Vegas, if I had to
it is.
describe it,
Yes.
it's like Las Vegas. You know, when you're walking on the street and then you've got those paths that take you over the street because you can't cross the street because there's too many cars. So it takes you over the street and then, and then you choose where you want to go. So that was a huge highlight. Nighttime feels just like Vegas that people want to leave their homes because it's cooler and it's very social. There's just a lot of people walking around and having dinner and shopping. On a Tuesday, we're shopping at Louis, Dior.
A Dior, but you know what? But to the point of the social thing, people were out 9, 10 o'clock at night. The one night that we did go out,
Hmm.
and we were looking around, and everyone, all the restaurants were packed. The streets were jam packed, and it was like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, well, do people not work in the morning? Like, I don't know,
I think they do, but I guess sleep is not a
but
huge priority.
I don't know.
So we did that, and then we said goodbye to Anna the day that we did the tuk-tuk tour, but then we went for a cooking class, and I think that before we said that the floating markets was a highlight, the cooking class was our highlight.
I have to agree because the cooking class was so much fun. Listen, the tuk tuk ride was good because it gave us kind of like the big overview picture. We got to see the flower markets. We got to see the Grand Palace from far,
The
the
Chinatown
Chinatown. We got to do that. That's great. That kind of gives us a where we're at type of thing. But the cooking class, that was so much fun.
with Jay.
Jay was amazing.
So the cooking class, we made 3 different meals and it was so much fun because first of all, the fruit and the vegetables, the
Fresh.
presentation was fresh and colorful and we got to cook tom yum gun, was it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah. Yeah.
Soup and then we made sticky rice and we also made green curry pad thai. Great, but here's we leave. First of all, before getting there, our taxi cab driver was trying to mansplain us that he was going the right way, but I was following the map, and then of course, who was right? We were right. Anyways, but we left the cooking class and we came out to the community and there was a lot of massage parlors
Oh,
that
wow. We're going to go there.
well, yeah. And we were like, these are definitely different massage parlors from the ones that we saw. They were like a lot of lady boys. Is that what they're called, Anna?
I think that's what they're called.
Lady boys. And they were sitting outside and it was like a bars and like dancing places. But we were not able to really concentrate because that's when
Oh, the rain.
the
The
rainstorm
rain
came.
welcomed us, but it wasn't just rain. It was thunder, lightning, and full on pouring.
It was like a tsunami and a
It was like
typhoon all
tsunami.
together. And so we had to abort the plan because we were just soaked. The mosquitoes were coming, and anyways, it was too much. It was too much. We couldn't have gone anywhere else. But yesterday, we met up with our tour guide, Kay. No, sorry, Kat.
Cat. Love K, but it's cat.
Kay, we love you, but Kat. And Kat took us outside of Bangkok, and we went to first of all, we went to go see the train markets.
I'm trying to remember the day. Hold on. Hold on. Now we're going too fast on my memory. So we drove out of the city of Bangkok for what, like 30, 45
No, it was
minutes?
an hour.
It was an hour?
It was an hour.
Okay, so Kat, when we met Kat, I have to just stop just to give her kudos because she didn't know us at all.
No.
And it's almost like we connected on a whole other level. But the most important part was that she was so happy to meet us as we were explaining to her what we did, with our business. She got emotional.
Yeah, she did.
She got emotional. And at first I was like, I didn't quite understand what was happening. She kept looking back and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, why are we sorry? And then I saw the tears.
And then you started crying.
And then I started crying because I felt like, oh my gosh, she connected with the message that we're trying to do. And what we had basically explained is that our mission is to go to different parts of the world with women, with our friends, with family, and show them, what is out there, what's possible for us, but more importantly for themselves, how to reinvent themselves, how to take a chance on yourself because we do all of the taking care of just in general for life. We're mothers, we're daughters, we're sisters, we take care of everybody. And sometimes along the way, we forget who we are. And when we were saying that, we didn't realize that that message was going to connect with her. And she had tears in her eyes. And her story, she's a widow. She unfortunately lost her husband after 5 years of marriage. And she said herself, she goes, all I've been doing is pushing through. She's had her business now for 7 years. And she says, I just have to be strong and push through. And how many times do we say that to ourselves? We just have to be strong and push through. So it made me emotional because I'm like, we connected. I'm like, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We all have the same experience.
Yes, and she was so sad, but then she was so happy
She was
after.
so happy. She said it was one of her best days because, I mean, let's face it, we're really fun to hang out with.
I know.
She had so much fun with us because, I mean, anything goes. At this point, we're like, she goes, we can't do that. Don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. But so back to your point on the train market. OMG, the train market. I didn't know what I was going to face. So we're walking there and I'm seeing the train tracks and she's saying they're going to come through here and I'm seeing a crowd of people in this small little space
So she said the train was coming at 8:30.
at
Right?
8:30, right? And we're like, so what time is it? She's like 8:20. Oh, wait. So what do we have to do? We all have to move to the side. But nobody was moving. Me, 8:25. And then she goes, okay, you guys get into this little store.
Well, she had to negotiate with that lady, remember?
Oh, is that what she
To
did? She
give
negotiated. She took care of us.
Yeah, to give us a space because those 2 Japanese young ladies, remember, they were trying to get in our space, and she told her no. So, basically, everybody starts moving their shades that they have over
Yes.
their food and their umbrellas, and everybody pushes it in,
Yes.
and they have this red chalk on the floor that tells you how far
Where
out you can go. But at first, you're like, "Okay, well, how far can you go?" No. Anna and I were literally exiting the store, and I could touch the train coming through with
oh,
my
it was right
finger.
there. It was within like what, 3 inches of us? It was crazy.
It was crazy, but
Slow.
it was very slow,
Yeah, we have to tell people that it's slow. It's not like our experience in Peru that train was going much faster. Even though it wasn't as fast
and that was not a train market,
and
and
that was not a
that
train
was just
market.
actual railroads,
That
okay?
was not planned like that. But this one, yes, everybody moves their stuff. They bring down their umbrellas.
And so so many things were happening in a short span of time. Anna meets some people from Spain. I
Oh my
see her
gosh.
talking to them. I'm over here translating for a French couple with Kat because I thought Kat spoke French, and then I realized she doesn't speak French. And then this other woman was asking me how much the pillowcases were, and I said, "I don't work here." And she started laughing. All in a span of 7 minutes. We had all these events happening. And of course, Anna and I dropped some serious money within those 7 minutes. We bought lipstick cases, bought pillowcases, we bought bags,
My gosh, what didn't we buy?
plates.
Yeah.
It's
But they
great.
had really cute stuff.
They did.
And it was just, we kept saying in Bangkok, we're like, we haven't seen really souvenir stores. Well, guess what? They're at the train
Welcome
market.
to Souvenir. Yes.
Welcome to Souvenir World.
And so we left there because it was time to go. And we then went to the floating markets. So a whole different perspective on how people have lived for centuries on a canal. And they basically sell things along the canal on the water, and you're in your little boat and you drive by in the canal and you purchase things. And people live on those canals. And I thought at first I didn't really kind of get it. And then Anna said something that I didn't capture. Kat had told her that people swim home after,
Yep.
but why don't they just take a little boat?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe they do enjoy. That's just part of what their daily activity is. I don't know. But that's what she told me. She says after everything is said and done and they shut down, people come out and they swim here. And I thought to myself, wow, like this is generations upon generations of this is their lifestyle. Sharing, living in the area where they share their goods and products and the world comes to them.
Yeah. Well, they have beautiful stuff.
They
And then we were ready to eat because we were so hungry. So Kat told us that they eat the same type of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They don't have a differentiation like we do. Like with breakfast, we know it's eggs, bacon, toast, pancakes, stuff. We know that's breakfast foods. They don't.
She was eating shrimp
Noodles,
with glass noodles with
lemon,
hot,
chile.
and it was really hot.
It was spicy.
It was spicy. That's what she had for breakfast.
Yeah. Well, so wait a minute. So when we first got there, we had not had coffee, and she was so concerned about getting us our coffee. So she remember we stopped and we got
Iced coffee.
iced coffee. There was no regular coffee. So you got a regular latte,
A cappuccino.
a cappuccino. I got a coconut latte, which was delicious. Now, but Sandy and I were like, we're hungry. So we ordered gyozas and we ordered spring rolls.
That's what we have for breakfast.
That's what we had for breakfast. And she says to us, that's a snack. And we're like, well, this is breakfast for us today. So it was really cool though to be able to exchange those, like what we use, our daily routines versus their daily routines. I thought that was really cool. And she was so down to earth. I loved her.
I think that it was very cultural, and that's what we're all about, is trying to become um, aware of these countries and their culture and how they live and how they eat, and not being, Americans, right? I mean, we get to be Americans in our hotel and eat
That's
our
true.
breakfast that we want, but it was so important to see how people live and how they function daily. And talk about buying stuff. Anna was going to buy this. Well, she did buy it, but she was looking to buy this beautiful beaded pillowcase. And the lady said it was 1,500 bucks.
Bucks, yeah.
And I was like, Anna, that's like 50 bucks. So, and I walked away because, it was so hot. It was so hot. Just sidebar. Don't think about bringing a curling iron, your blow dryer, nothing. This weather is about buns and ponytails or braids. That's it. Okay. There's no use. Anyways, back to the schedule program. So I walked away and I was looking. They had little bags and they had little scarves. And then and shows up out of nowhere. She screamed Marco. And then, I knew she was looking for me and I screamed Polo back. And I said, "Did you get it?" She goes, "Yeah." And she's like, "I got it for 50 baht." I was like, "Dude, that's like 3 times."
I got it for 500. It was 1,500 and I got it for 500.
Oh, 500. Okay, 500. But still, 500
Yes.
is 15 bucks.
10 bucks. Yeah.
It was 1,500 was just 50 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because when Kat came over to me, and I was, funny how we don't speak the language, but we know how to read cues, facial cues, right? And I was watching her and I could tell immediately that she's like, no. And she was talking back and forth. And then she gives me the calculator. She goes, give her a price that you want to give her. Like, what do you want to pay? And I'm like, I just looked at her and she kind of just mouthed to me. She goes, say 4. And I'm like, 400. Okay. So I put 400. She's like, and she came back. She goes, 5. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it for 5. So I had a lesson in negotiating,
Yes.
at this level. But it was funny because I was going based on what just by her facial cues. And I was able to get it for 500. It's a
Universal.
beautiful pillow. It's a
Universal language.
Absolutely.
No, but your pillowcase is beautiful. I have
Yeah.
to agree.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that experience there was very dear to our hearts because that's what we love to do. We love to be hanging around with the people and negotiating. I hate negotiating, but anyways. And so then after that we went to a coconut farm. And it was very short because of course, Anna and I took too much time at the shopping area, and the coconut farm closes at 12. But we were able to get there. We met a family, and they've been working the coconut farm for, I don't know how many generations. And they do coconut oil for your skin and for cooking, crisp. Everything that they had there was about coconuts. So we were able to help out the family and purchase a couple of things. We bought some cooking utensils that were made out of coconut trees.
Yes.
And then we left because it was time to come back. But, Anna and I always buy salt because we pass by the salt mines and we always buy salt. We bought salt from Morocco. We bought salt from Peru. And so we were like, oh, can we buy some salt? So then the lady comes out like with this big old bag, like it was like 15 pounds. We're like, no, 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 just a little bag. Like we just need a little bag. Anyways, we ended up buying 10 little bags.
Yep.
Because that's it. But it was 20 baht, which was like $3.
20 bahts is
No, like $3. $3? No.
20 bahts is
20.
62 cents.
Oh, it is. That's right.
60
3 bahts is $1. So for 62 cents,
We got 10
little bags,
packages of salt.
but like the size of a chewing gum packet or that. And 62 cents for that whole thing.
62 cents. I didn't even realize that.
And then I realized that we've probably spent less than $200 in souvenirs, everything, like
Yep.
doing the things we wanted to do. I was able to get my Pandora bracelet charm, which was always a highlight. But I want to say that we will definitely be coming back to Thailand. We made some great friends. We didn't get to see a lot of the Buddhas and a lot of
The landmarks.
the landmarks and the Wat Pho, Wat Arun, but we will be back and we are excited to visit these places with our travel besties. So here's some tips. If you're coming to Thailand, here's some tips. Bring an umbrella. What's your tip, Anna?
Bring mosquito repellent.
Yes, I was going to talk about the mosquitoes. So they don't get you in the city,
No.
but they got us out in outside of Bangkok. I think they're
Yes.
waiting for you outside of Bangkok.
I
So
think so.
I got a couple of them. Maybe they got us when we went to the Buddha temple.
Most likely because, I mean, we didn't even talk about the Buddha temple that we saw.
Okay, go.
So, what was it? On the way back, we stopped and she says, "We're gonna go see this temple." But when you get there and you look and you're just kind of looks like a jungle, sort of. You have some
Like a
buildings on the
building, like a
side.
building.
Well, you see just the greenery,
Yeah.
right? And so she starts to tell us that this is the one Buddha, the only Buddha in Thailand that was missed when the Myanmar people invaded. They took all the other Buddhas, but they didn't find this one because it was hidden. And it's hidden among this greenery. And then when you walk on the other side, you're like, oh my goodness, it is beautiful, gold, shimmering. But you can't take pictures inside. You can only take pictures on the outside. But when you walk in, then you see history. On the walls are these paintings. Obviously, they're fading because of time and the humidity and all that stuff. But you see, where there used to be these murals, and then you have the Buddha in front of you, and you can actually walk around him. You climb up and you go behind him, and you can just see, you get a whole view. Like I said, we couldn't take pictures, but that was a beautiful experience. Just being there.
So that Buddha is 400 years old.
There you go.
And the paintings on the wall are original, and obviously they're fading away. And I don't think that Kat was able to explain if there is any effort to restore those paintings.
Well, she had said she didn't think there was efforts, but
Okay.
I imagine at some point
Because there's moss growing.
there's moss growing over it. And then there was that one tree that had a lot of ribbons tied to it. And I can't remember what she said that was for.
So that tree, she said, was, I don't remember
I
either.
don't remember. There were colorful ribbons, very specific. It wasn't
Because
like
the tree is growing through the building.
It's growing through the building, but it just looked beautiful. I mean, to say that we were literally, on historical, landmark, that's the experience I mean,
And also, so of course, I'm not even going to attempt, but we went to a UNESCO site where the name of Bangkok is written.
my goodness, you're not
And
gonna try.
well, I don't even know what it means.
I don't even know where to start.
It's like literally,
So Bangkok is short, but
yes,
the official name is like a minute, 2 minutes long to say. Like it's super long. We
it is
took a
super.
picture.
We took a video.
We took
Not
a
even a
video.
picture. We took a video
No, you took a video of Anna
saying the name.
saying the name.
Yeah. And then the final thing is that the king's mom passed away recently. I want to say like the last week of October. And so the whole city is in mourning. So there's pictures of her everywhere. And she's so beautiful. And so much respect, the black and the white ribbons.
All
and
over the city.
all over in the
All over the
mall,
city.
in the city, at the bus stop,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Everyone has a picture of her.
Everybody has a picture of her giving their condolences. So Kat and Anna told us that the Her Majesty will be in the palace, the Grand Palace,
She will lay there
for a year.
for a year, and you can visit, but you have to have the appropriate attire.
Yes, the appropriate black attire to visit her in the Grand Palace. We had grand plans to do it, but because the rain gods did not allow us and we leave today, maybe we can make it before they take her body. Because after that they cremate her body and she's
Yes.
gone. So those are the highlights. But okay, so bring an umbrella.
Mosquito repellent. Forget the curling irons
No,
and the straighteners.
no, no, no,
Um,
no. And then make sure that you wear comfortable shoes to walk, but that they're waterproof because like not like like Vans. If you wear Vans here and it starts raining,
you'd be soaked.
you'll be soaked. So at least something that's gonna protect your feet. And
And you do have to plan, as much as we don't like to say this, but you want to try to make the most out of the clothes that you pack. You do have to plan to have a change of clothes
daily because you're gonna sweat through them.
daily, if not twice a day, because you're gonna sweat through them. Like
Yeah.
I had to have all my clothes laundered because I just couldn't. It was too much.
Yeah, you will sweat through them. If you're a sweater, if you are a sweater, yeah, your clothes are gonna be soaked. I mean, our clothes were soaked. So
But on a positive note, it's a great way to detox. It does wonders for our, your skin.
it
Our
does.
faces are glowing right now.
They are. So we highly recommend. We are excited to put together a trip to come back to Thailand. And what we have thought about is doing a combo. So we would do Thailand, just Bangkok, and go to Vietnam. So we're excited. Follow us on our Instagram stories and on our TikTok. You can see everything we've done, everything we enjoyed here in Bangkok, visiting the people, the food, the shopping, and I know it's been a while since we've been on a podcast, but we've been super duper busy.
You know what though? I want to ask our listeners. Give us recommendations. What else would you add to see here in Thailand? Obviously, we wanted to, we couldn't get to some things, but if they have any ideas, we'd love to hear from them.
I know we didn't make it to Phuket
That is definitely one place that I want to visit, and it'll probably be on somehow one way or another
to the next visit.
to the next visit.
But thank you so much for listening. And we're excited about bringing you information about our trip to Vietnam, which will start today. We leave in a couple of hours and we will start to wait for our clients to arrive. So thank you so much for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, but also make sure you sign up for our newsletter because we be sending out all kinds of stuff, sneak peeks. As you know, we'll be going to, we have 3 spots available for Morocco. We have 1 spot. We had a cancellation for El Camino de Santiago. So that's still available. And then, of course, we've got Peru. We've got our student program in Spain,
Our African safari. We
and
got
Egypt,
Greece.
and then we have
We got
Greece.
Greece.
So we have Greece. We'll be releasing the Greece trip to the public in the next couple of days. It's going to be limited space, so please go ahead and sign up. If you see it, put them to your deposit and enjoy the down payments. But thank you so much for listening. Until next time,
Until next country.
bye, Peacock.